You know, it can take like a decade of just stumbling around, making mistakes to finally figure out the big truths about living a good life. But what if you could just get all that wisdom right now? That's what we're going to do. We're going to dive into 7 really powerful lessons that are designed to save you all that time and totally rewire how you think.
So, at the core of all this is one simple, undeniable truth, right? Time. It's like this unstoppable river. It just keeps going. It's not going to pause because you're tired. It's not going to slow down if you're feeling scared. And it definitely isn't waiting around for you to feel ready. Every single sunrise, it's a gift, for sure. But it's also kind of like a final warning.
And that leads us to the fundamental question, the one you've got to ask yourself every single morning. Are you actually in the game, shaping your own life? Or are you just sitting on the sidelines, watching it all go by? Because let me tell you, the difference between those two, well, it's everything.
Okay, look, this might sound a little harsh at first, but stick with me, because it's actually the most freeing thing you'll ever realize. The truth is, no one's coming to save you. Everyone's busy fighting their own battles, and that's the key. That's the whole point. It means you're the hero of your story. That power to build, to change, to rise up, it's been in your hands the entire time.
All right, so now that you know where the real power lies, let's start building. We're going to get into the first set of lessons here. These are the foundations, the internal stuff you've got to get right before you can even think about changing your world on the outside.
So, the ancient Stoics had this incredible concept, right? Memento mori. It literally means remember you must die. And the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius put it perfectly when he said, do not act as if you were going to live 10,000 years. Now, this isn't about being gloomy or morbid, not at all. It's a tool. It's a way to light a fire under you, to create urgency. It's a constant reminder that time, well, it's the most precious thing you have, and it's running out.
And this just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? Think about it. That brilliant idea you're hesitating on, someone else is out there building it right now. That dream life you keep thinking about, someone else is putting in the work and actually creating it. The world is always moving. And you know what? Life rewards the people who move with it. Okay, lesson number 2. And this one is huge. Think of yourself as the engine that drives all of your dreams. If you break down, guess what? The whole thing grinds to a halt. We're so often taught that taking care of ourselves is selfish, that it's an indulgence. But that's just wrong. It's not an indulgence, it's essential maintenance. Forgetting to take care of yourself isn't just hurting you, it's letting down everyone and everything that depends on you. So, what about the past? What about regret? Man, it can feel like you're dragging this heavy chain around, right? But here's the thing. It only has power if you let it. The trick is to stop seeing it as a prison and start seeing it as a teacher. And here's how you do it. First, you just acknowledge what happened. No hiding. Then, you pull out the lesson. What did you learn? And finally, the most important part, you take action today. You use that hard-won wisdom to do better. That is how you turn that chain into fuel.
Okay, so once that internal mindset is rock solid, it's time to get to work on the outside world. This next part is all about taking that strong foundation and turning it into real, tangible action, day in and day out.
You know, every single morning you wake up and you face this choice. You can be the architect, the one who carves out time, even a little bit, to build your own thing. Or you can be the worker, the one who immediately jumps in and starts building someone else's dream. And let's be real, if you don't make a conscious choice to build your dream, you're pretty much guaranteed to get hired to build somebody else's.
And look, becoming the architect, it doesn't mean you have to quit your job and overhaul your entire life tomorrow. Nope. It starts so much smaller than that. Can you find just 20 minutes a day? Seriously, that's it. That brings us to lesson 5. Consistency starts with a commitment that's so small, so manageable, that it feels kind of ridiculous to say no to it.
And this right here, this is where the magic happens. This visualizes the compounding effect perfectly. Look at that first bar. That's today's effort. It's tiny. It feels like nothing, right? Almost insignificant. But watch what happens when you stack that little effort on top of itself day after day for a whole year. It turns into this massive tower of progress. It's so clear. Discipline compounds into success, and on the flip side, excuses, they compound into regret.
The Roman philosopher Seneca absolutely nailed this, like 2,000 years ago. He said it's not that our time is short, it's that we waste so much of it. And that's what consistency is all about, really. It's about having respect for your own time, respecting the moments you've been given and making sure they count for something, moving you closer to the life you actually want to live.
Okay, so you've got the mindset down. You're taking action every day.
What's next? Well, the final piece of the puzzle is protecting what you're building. You've got to build a fortress around your progress. And this next section is all about how to defend your vision from all the noise out there.
And here is lesson number 6. And honestly, this one is a total game changer. Work in silence. Don't go around announcing your big plans to everyone. Why? Because when a dream is new, it's fragile. It's like a tiny little seedling. And if you announce it too early, you're just exposing it to all the winds of doubt, envy, and negativity out there before it's even had a chance to grow some strong roots.
Seriously, silence is your secret weapon. It's a strategic advantage. It protects your dream from other people's doubt. It forces you to build your confidence from the inside instead of needing validation from others. It keeps you focused on what actually matters, the progress, not the applause. And trust me, when the time is right, your results are going to make way more noise than your words ever could.
Which brings us right to our 7th and final lesson. And this one is all about who you listen to. Look, the world is so noisy. Everyone's got an opinion, everyone's telling you what you should do, but before you let any of that in, you have to ask yourself this one simple, incredibly powerful question.
Here's the bottom line. Not every voice matters. Not even close. You have to be a ruthless gatekeeper for your own mind. Find the people, the mentors, who are actually living a life you admire. Look at their actions, their results. Learn from them. And everyone else? It's just noise. Give yourself permission to just tune it out.
When it comes right down to it, this is what it's all about. Every single day, every morning, you wake up and you're standing at a fork in the road. Path number 1 is discipline. That path always leads to progress. Path number 2 is excuses, and that one always leads to regret. There's no secret third path. That's it.
But here's the beautiful part. You're not stuck. You're never stuck. The choices you made yesterday, they don't define you today. The past is a classroom, not a prison cell. Every single time that sun rises, it's a clean slate. It's a brand new chance to choose the other path.
So let's end with this. This isn't just some nice-sounding affirmation. It's a decision. It's a commitment you make to yourself. It's saying that no matter what happened yesterday, today you choose strength, today you choose action. Because life is moving, and it's about time you started moving with it.